Hello, now then, welcome back. This is episode 6 of the Ridge Farm hard mode Folktales playthrough. We are in a bit of a situation. We have an 18-day drought and not a lot of water, so we are going to have to do something to get them through this difficult time. So before I unpause it, some may say this is slightly cheating, but I'm going to lay in some jobs for them before we start. So we basically need to get water from wherever humanly, beaverly possible. And that is going to be from up here. Let's say goodbye to that. Can we get anywhere else? We probably can. Let's just see. So we need something to be able to pump the water somewhere. So let's just say there will do. High priority, high priority, high priority. And down in here, similar story. Ugly paths, but it'll be fine. Again, high priority, high priority, high priority, high priority. So we're going to pump the rest of this dry, see what we get out of it. We're going to pump this dry and whatever's left in here. So it's going to be tight, I think, but let's see how they go. See if we can survive. Let's just get it on triple speed. And hopefully we have enough beavers to go into these things. We will pause jobs as required. We certainly won't need that, or those. Be done shortly. Those ones probably should have been done first, but never mind. Good, so there's someone down in there. Get that constructed. For the sake of beating the evaporation, let's just chuck that in as well. Good, so there's someone in there. There should be someone in all of these. Oh, well, it's dry anyway, so that was useless, but never mind. Okay, so 21 days to fill with 16 days to go. Yeah, it's going to be tight, I think. That's paused, that's paused. There's water in there, that's okay. Wondering whether to drain these things, to be fair. Maybe a little bit extreme, but when we're in this much deep doo-doo, I suppose we're going to have to. Drain me that. We could probably do the similar down here, to be fair. Drain me that. So we'll be taking them from pretty much anywhere and everywhere. We certainly don't need anyone in there. Let's just see how we get along. So 15 days. We probably need to worry about long-term storage. So, what's the easiest way to deal with that? We need a reservoir, basically. Right, so that's now gone. Get rid. So, if we were going to build a reservoir, it's probably best up here. So, we do need someone to come in and cut all this noise down. Alright, let's just think about this then. So, we got the sluices unlocked last time. Could put those in. We don't need anything there as it's blocked, which is fine. If all of this area is now useless, we'll claim some stuff back. And let's just say goodbye to those. Should be enough to get them out. That's useless to us, that's useless to us. That's still got some juice left in it. How deep is this? Won't be too much longer till it's gone, but never mind. I'm going to pause that. I'm going to set these guys to harvest everything they can. They're already set to that. Probably help. Yeah, hard mode doesn't mess about, does it? I think food will be okay. Not too far from being full anyway. We've got plenty of raw potatoes still, so that's okay. Trees won't grow, but they won't die either. Not in this amount of time. Not be far off it, but we can still use the wood. And I guess we can then start laying in this. And if we just put those here, we can save some resources, I think, by just saying build on top of here. We should be able to get across, so that'll be fine. I don't know what the builders are actually doing, so rid me of these. 12 days, 800 water. Good. Right, so we can lay the rest of that in. Right, upstairs is now useless to us. going to be a lot of wood. But it's going to be useful to us, so we can just build this up for now. We can extend it out later. But yeah, so we've got 3 beavers doing diddly squats, so I suppose let's just say fill me this with logs as an obtain, and I guess build me a builder's hut. Do this first. And the haulers, please come and deal with it. Let's build me that as well. These probably do need to be replaced with something else. And it would be okay to flood all this area down here, I think. As I don't want the bad water to come into here, so I don't really want to micromanage the water too much, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Right, that's it. So we're out of water, we're on our own. We've got 10 days and 600. It's going to be tight, I think. Hopefully it's enough. So that's that paused. It's useless to us. So it's just going to be a case of grinning and bearing it, I'm afraid. Guess you've still got something you can do, so you can carry on. Pause you. You got nothing to do in range either, so bye to you. That gives us 3 spare beavers. So is it worth another one of those? Possibly. Certainly 2 more haulers worth though. 81 planks. 20 logs. Yeah, build me that. And look here, we have some wood, so let's just say rip me all this out as well, please. Hopefully they can get all that built. Doesn't say they can't, so I think that'll be okay. I mean, ideally we need to set the depth down here to be somewhat lower than the things, but it's going to be an interesting one, especially with the bad water. It'll ease its way around. We'll worry about that another time. If we survive, so 8 days, 400 water. It's going to be tight. Let's just pause these. There's no reason for you to be in there. Can't really do much more else. Lots of science, I suppose, but it kind of is what it is. That won't be long till it dries up, so that's probably got, what, a day or 2 left in it? Okay, so they're coming on with that, alright. Let's just see about that. Let me look. If we get these two prioritized, I think we can then use the ability to get these guys up on the top. It's not particularly deep reservoir, but it'll be extra water for us to save in, so... We 283 with 6 days. It's gonna be awful. Anyone thirsty yet? A couple. I'm hoping that that's old age. You need that in to be able to do that? I think so. And then with any luck... Let's get them to do that as well. I mean, ideally it'd be this tall, but we ain't got the wood for it. Point number one. We don't have the water for it either, so... Come tomorrow, we're going to be out of juice for the beavers. Not sure if they can last, what is it, 4 days, 5 days without water? But we will get them pumping in as quickly as possible. Right, that's dead. So whatever food we've got, and whatever they can pull out of the ground between now and then, for storage is as good as we're going to get. That's going to end in disaster. Muted. Sigh. Well, never mind. They'll maybe get pushed up and out. Who knows? Guess this is the danger of letting beavers choose their own construction paths. Hopefully they'll get pushed up and around and off, and then we can somehow get them a free rescue. If they go down here, they're screwed. I'm going to do absolutely nothing to save them. Not that I'm cruel, but it's their fault. Right, so we have 6 water. I hope whoever gets the last drop enjoys it. See what happens to these guys shortly, I guess. So that's it. We're out of juice with 3 days to go. These are going to get very thirsty. In fact, there's some already. There's some hungry ones too, but we got... Hunger is not the problem. So let's see. I guess someone died. Oh, they escaped. I'm not sure which. There you go, matey boy. Okay, so we have a reservoir. These are going to be... He's going to be open because I do not have time to deal with that as yet. So we probably need to worry a bit about... stopping the bad water getting through here. So I think that's just going to be... that. And these paths aren't particularly neat. But I don't care. And I'm also going to say... I'm going to dam this. Some say I probably should have done this a while ago, but never mind. That all works. That'll all get built. What have we got? 1.4 days. And they are thirsty beavers. But they're not near death yet. I guess we could do with some... Don't worry too much about that just yet. These are all logs, yes. Hopefully that gets built soon. Haulers, fill this please. And we are going to also say that this will be an emergency place to pump. And again, we could increase the height of this as well slightly if we wanted to make it another secondary reservoir, but that time is not now. That will come much later. If we survive. Cool beans, so get your beaver behinds in here immediately. That'll be flooded, so useless to us. That'll be flooded, so useless to us. Pump now. Pump more. Pump harder, faster, stronger. Become less thirsty. So that's safe and secure now, so this bad water cannot do any damage from what I can tell. I mean, it'll make it polluted, but don't really care too much about that. Right, so we have some beavers that have drunk something, so that's good. We did survive. This is good. We should be able to get the beavers back into these. We don't have anyone in there. Could probably just pause that, to be fair. Okay, so let's just do a bit of a slight retooling, shall we? So we have farmers farming. That should get some water shortly. Once we have some spare. There are less thirsty beavers, so not everyone's going to die. We could do with these being built first, though, so shouldn't take them too long. Okay. That is the shortest cycle ever. The RNG is not our friend, kids. The RNG is not our friend. So let's just say how tall is this? 0.55. We probably do need to have some way to vent this, to be fair, so... we probably do need to change those for dams, which... I think they fix that first. Right, so we're not thirsty anymore. Hopefully they can get this finished today. Awesome, right. This is the most important thing in all creation, please. As is this. Not the most ideal, but it will do. And guess what? You're going to work until it's done. I'm hoping that's good enough. Someone would like to just top that off? Thanks. Oh, well, that was the shortest season ever. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. You should be closed. Okay, so with these guys pumping, these ones down here are gonna move some of that burden down here. Mate, you walked across here. How did you manage that? You absolute buffoon. Right, well, let's just say then that. Right, well, we have 1,000,000 tons of power, so this should be fine. This should self-manage. It's maybe worth considering. Well, the logs aren't in a good situation, actually, so let's just calm ourselves just slightly on that. You've got nothing to do. We've got everything up there, so we just need to work our way around just a little bit more. Another 18-day. Not having the best luck with this this particular playthrough, are we? No. I like this. Thank you. Right, so I think we can relax slightly. The water is on its way up. And it's better in the tank than evaporating. May as well get someone up here, actually. May as well take advantage of that little pond. Okay, so let's just say then. Didn't break anything. Good. So I know I just put those in. I realised that was a stupid mistake, but we shall fix it. Do me that first. Right, so we're not safe, not yet. I'll get pushed off. I'll just ignore it. It'll be fine. Let's probably see the back of all of our wood reserves, but never mind. Water is going up. In a slightly better situation than we were last time, as we've got more water at this point, so it's going to be an interesting one. I would benefit from a nice, long, non-painful drought. Would be lovely. As we are currently stuck in panic station mode, so ladders is under this one. Hopefully they can get around to that sooner rather than later. You should probably go back to planting. And you should definitely go back to planting. Well, no one can get stuck there. They can only get stuck down here. So hopefully if that's prioritised, nobody gets stuck. With any luck anyway. Good. Okay. Can they not install that one? That's... They can. They apparently can reach it. Wood's not looking great. Water's not looking great either. I don't think we'll need to turn these guys on. I've got 2,000 water in stock, so I think we'll be okay. You got nothing you can do. Well, let's get you something to do then, shall we? I do realise we are churning through quite a bit of wood here, but for the sake of building this thing, it's probably a needs-must situation. We do need to consider this thing as well, so... I think if we get rid of those... We'll just put in a sluice and a levee here to just control everything. They should be able to build that. I don't know if I want to splash this, but I'm gonna. So we don't lose the carrots. At 1.7 water left with 10 days to go, so I think we are not in the same situation as we were before, so that's okay. They finished the next layer of this. Do think it's worth laying in the next one. That was at the same height. I think. I think so. Right, so these guys are probably bored. So there's nothing to pump, so let's just pause them for now. What I will probably do... I'm just going to commit to it. It's probably just as easy to do that. What I might actually do is just stop them actually from building these. Thinking about it, it might be easy just to get them on top, so and build out that way. They're doing over here. I bet you say you can't reach it. Oh no, you can. Fine. 1.5k water. 7 days left. We are good. Finally, panic mode over. We do not have the logs for this, so we're gonna have to clear house somewhere else. And that's probably going to be up here, to be fair. So, cut me these trees. So 6 days left, 1.5 water. It's not going to be too bad for us. Killed these again. Lucky, lucky me. Is it worth splashing? Probably. Splash that as well. We best get some carrots on the go. I mean, please, anyone? Do you want to? Oh, see. Go for a snooze, kids. You go for a snooze. My bad. I mean, there's not as many as tied as I thought, to be fair, but. At least they can go to bed now, so that's important. Sleep is good for you. I'm just going to demolish these, I think. Because I want them to build from up here. Again, not that we have the logs, but they will come in due time. So I would like this to stop at 0.5. These to stop at 0.5, which they should. And then in theory, I mean, yes, it's going to overspill, but can't be doing too much about it as it stands. Right, we don't need ewes in here then. What was that? So, let's recap slightly. Panic of the shortest temperate cycle ever is over. We survived the last one. We survived this one. I think 4 days and 1.2k water. I think we're good. I'm going to firmly believe that we're good anyway. This is the biggest priority I think that we can get the beavers working on, just for the fact that, well, we need to store water. It may not fill up fully, to be fair. It will get pressurized. Because it'll be slightly higher than in here, so I'm not entirely sure what the mechanics will be, because these are built up to the same level. They should be chewing through these oaks quite spectacularly, which they are. That's given us some benefit from there. We really could do with trees. They are going to be important to us. So... I think what's best is if we just... How many things are up here, actually? Is it 4? It is 4. So it probably does need to be that. I should be able to reach all those. And with that, we should be able to get some forester up here somewhere. I guess there is as good as any. May as well just lay those in for now. And then trees. It's just going to be 1,000,000 oaks. You can get to here. Is there any contamination? No. So let's just lay those in then. So what the builder bot's doing, so they're just doing this, aren't they? Yes. I'm going to get them to do this first. As that will allow us to at least get some things sorted. So we've got the end of the bad tides here, so let's get these guys back in. Maybe a bit premature, but never mind. We don't need that anymore, so... These managed to hold out for the full 18 days, that's nice. Don't need anyone in there because it's going to get flooded. We're going to have a bit of a spillage issue, that's for sure, but can't do too much about it. let's just make your life a little bit easier and get the haulers to deal with that job. Okay, so that has ended. Water comes back and finishes the land with the greenery. Does it stretch all the way? It might do. Right, so we are pumping. That's good. I'm very tempted to pull the beavers out of everything, but what are the beavers actually doing? Farming or hauling? Okay. I'd like you to haul less. Pump more. I do need to fix these though. This is probably going to be a balancing game. Oh, we just open it. One of the two. Or it's not enough. Okay then, that will be. Don't really have time for them to not be pumping, to be honest, so... the mechanics of that go insane. Fine. Sort yourselves out, please. Should drain away. Why are you still flooding? FFS. Okay. Why is it still flooding? These are open. Okay, just go, please. Well, maybe that wasn't the smoothest idea I've ever had. Why do I do this to myself? Just going to close them. Yeah, well, I'll find something else to do then. This drought's probably going to be 3,000 years long, and the beavers will be dead. But let's see what happens when we get there. That's almost full. I just need enough water in here that stops overtopping. Or overtopping quite as badly anyway. That'll do, I can live with that. Someone come and finish this. Right, 1,000 year drought, 22 days. Christ. Alright. Let's see how that goes, shall we? Close, please. Close, thanks. Right, let's see how that goes then. You should not open. Alright, okay, so it's going to be a case of... At least that worked. So we're going to need trees, lots of trees. These guys should pump that dry. That should last a little bit longer. These can get full. I would like to build another tank, but we are not there yet. So one can do with that. If that's going up here. I think we're gonna say a forester can go here. Because we can plant some lovely trees up here. And I'm just going to pine this area. May as well have that tree, I suppose. I don't think we need to have that marked as cutting anymore. Nor up here. Nor up here. Right, so let's do a slight recap of where we are. I think we'll leave this episode here before my heart can't take any more of this. So we achieved absolutely nothing in this episode. This is not working properly. That's a fail on my part, I will admit. Let's just get rid of these while I'm doing the little wrap up. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of an issue, but we are nearly full on water, so that's ideal. We probably will look to build another giant tank later, next episode. This needs finishing. I need the beavers to get this complete. This will take them some time for sure, but can't really do too much about it. I think I'm going to change my mind slightly as I wrap this up, but that should be enough damage with which to fix the seepage down into here. So if it overspills, it overspills. Which is probably why this was an issue, to be fair, because it locks and then it overspills. So yeah, okay. Feel free to slate me in the comments for that one. So yes, we are pretty much devoid of all the trees down here. We need to grow a lot more to make this somewhat survivable for us. Once this is built, you can get someone in here and start planting the crops. We do need to expand the beaver numbers as well, so that'll be a job for next time. So tanks, beavers, and industry. So yes, I know there was a comment that I received just before I started recording this one that bigger windmills and paper and all that kind of stuff and gravity batteries, and I hear you, I really do. Unfortunately, as you've seen with the massive disasters that the past 3 cycles have been, we're kind of stuffed. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a trek and a battle for this one. Sorry, just chuck that in there. We may as well get 6 extra pines out of it. But yes, with this, hopefully we can fix the tree problem. There's space down here, we could do that. There are some bored beavers doing nothing, but we'll worry about those later. We'll let them pump it dry, I think. In fact, no, we'll pause it here. Give them nothing to do so they can get that built. If we save some water, we should be able to leave the area slightly green. With a mix of pines and whatnot, I'm hoping that we can at least get some things progressed next time. So yes, industry will come, water tanks and more beavers next time. If you have any comments, please chuck them down below. Feel free to point and laugh how desperate this episode has been. But thank you very much for watching, and see you guys next time.